Willie D live.
What's up, family? If it's your first time checking out the show, let me know what city, what state you're coming in from. If you're outside of the U.S., let me know what country you're representing. Throw up your flag. Family, I need you to smash up the likes, smash up the likes, smash up the likes. Also, if you have not done so already on YouTube, after you subscribe, there's a little bell next to your subscribe button. Go ahead and click that thing right now so you can get your notifications each time I drop a new video like this. That way you'll be in the loop. I'll let a few hundred of y'all come in, then I'm going in. But in the meantime, in between time, I'm going to give some quick shots out to the early birds, starting with Connie Hodge. What's up, Connie? Linda Moore. Sean Lunatic. What it do? Let's see, Tracy Tatum. Turn those cap locks off, Trace. Ray, what it do? Okay, fam, going in. I got to get to it because it's going to be another short live. I'm only going to be about 15 minutes, but I will make sure that it is impactful. Donald Trump, your president, is on the run. I mean, he's trying to wiggle out of this one, fam, but it ain't working so far. It's just not working. The Justice Department said they've moved on from the Epstein files and they're not going to release any more. They've already released over 3 million files. There's 6 million files on record. And they're saying, that's it. We're not letting anything else out. But they got certain people out there who got some power who is not letting it go. Insert Congressman Ted Lieu. This dude is not playing any games with Donald Trump. He's not playing any games whatsoever. I want you to check out what he had to say, fam. Oh, yeah. Check it out.
So why are Republicans so interested in Bill and Hillary Clinton? It's because they're trying to distract from the fact that Donald Trump is in the Epstein files thousands and thousands of times. In those files, there's highly disturbing allegations of Donald Trump raping children, of Donald Trump threatening to kill children.
Family, real quickly, he's talking about Donald J. Trump, the president of the United States of America. Let that sink in. The president of the United States of America is being accused of essaying little girls and threatening to kill them. This is the president of the United States. That's the damn bar.
So I encourage your press to go look at these allegations. And I'm highly disturbed that Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche just got the law wrong. Yesterday, he said, essentially, that it is not a crime to party with Jeffrey Epstein. Well, that's actually not correct. If Jeffrey Epstein was human trafficking minors for these sex parties, and you show up and patronize the establishment at that party, yes, you're guilty because patronizing is part of the law. Of the federal sex trafficking law. So Deputy General Todd Blanche just got that wrong, which maybe explains why they aren't investigating all these folks, including Donald Trump. He needs to read the law and investigate these people. He also needs to resign, not only for not knowing the law, but a massive, not only screw up, but the biggest privacy violation in history. They release a lot of pictures of minors unredacted, just violated the privacy of these girls. It is uncalled for what they did. The one thing that they could not do under this law was to invade the privacy of these women now who were girls at the time who were victims of sex trafficking. Also, he met with Ghislaine Maxwell moved her to minimum security prison, and then got a puppy for her. So for all those reasons, he's just got to leave the Department of Justice.
I ain't got no problem with that. Actually, all of them have to leave the Department of Justice. Nick Fuentes, one of the Republican Party's greatest advocates. He's one of America's best known uncivilized mutts. He's a white nationalist. I've never agreed with anything he had to say. And I don't necessarily agree with what he said when he said that the Republicans need to not go to the polls in for the midterms 2026. They should not go to the polls. They should just crash and burn and reset. He said the Republican Party needs an entire cleansing because that is the only way to save the party. They got to get rid of everybody. He says he wants Trump to get impeached. He wants his whole cabinet impeached. He wants everybody impeached. He says that needs to be a cleansing. I'm impartial because no matter what happens, we still don't get very much of the same thing. This country is corrupt from the top down. And this is why we've always had issues with crime in this country. The greatest crime ever was committed in order for this country to enrich itself in the first place. So capitalism built this country on the backs of Black people, and capitalism is going to destroy this country. Trump just got a little too comfortable. Remember he did the Howard Stern interview and Howard Stern called him a predator and he was like, he was kind of like, I don't know if y'all remember that, but you can go look it up. His daughter, Ivanka, I think that's her name, Ivanka, she was sitting right next to him. And he's laughing about being called a predator, a sexual predator, right? And then remember there was a time when he was on the phone with Howard Stern and he said that Howard Stern said that his daughter was a nice piece of ass and Donald Trump agreed. What man out there would allow anybody to refer to his daughter? Would allow anyone to deduce his daughter to a piece of ass? Oh man, you may as well go and lay down because your ass about to hit the ground. You dig what I'm saying, fam? That don't even make sense. That doesn't make sense to me. So impeachment, yeah. Impeachment, yeah. Impeach. Yeah, get him out of there. But you also got to get rid of Vance, JD Vance. JD Vance is his clone. He's taught JD Vance everything that needs to be done and how to get away with everything. So all you're going to get is pretty much more of the same. And JD Vance might be even worse because he really don't have his own mind at all. He'll go any way the wind blows. So he might even be even worse. If you want to talk about cleanse, you got to clean it all the way out. Like get rid of all of them. And then get over there on the Democratic side too and get rid of a bunch of them too. There's a whole lot of them. They just a bunch of do-nothing politicians, a bunch of status quo people. Yeah, I know some of y'all don't want to hear that, but hey, I gotta call a strike and a ball a ball. I'm gonna call it exactly how I see it. It's a bunch of raggedy ass politicians on the left also. But we talking about Donald Trump right now. Oh, we talking about him right now. Talk about the worst of the worst. You got children in the unredacted files. They're not going to let this go away. They are coming for Trump. They want Trump prosecuted. I do believe that he'll be prosecuted, but who knows? He got prosecuted and he's sitting on right now, he's sitting on 34 felonies and he's the president of the United States. So what does that even mean if he's prosecuted? Even if he is prosecuted, he ain't likely to spend one day in jail. I know they better protect this congressman at all times. Ted Lieu, he's one of the few who's saying exactly what it is. He's just stating facts. He's not even offering opinions. He's stating facts and he's citing law. So I don't know, fam. I don't know what the other ones are waiting on. You know, there's a few other ones out there who are speaking up on this. Jasmine Crockett has been very vocal about this. Thomas Massey has been very vocal about this. There's been a few that have been very vocal and standing on business, but the majority are straight up trash. I mean, straight trash. Apparently they need the video to be broadcast nationally before they step in and try to do anything. See, this goes beyond depraved. This is beyond depraved. They want to throw around allegations and act like people are just making up stuff. This stuff is in the files. And you know what the congressman is saying is true, because if it wasn't, Donald Trump would be suing him, because he sues everybody. He sues when he really don't even have a case. But I think this is so, see, he won't sue this guy because then the records would have to be redacted. Any files that has been redacted would have to be unredacted. That's what I meant, unredacted. So he don't want to do that because that'll open up a whole new can of whoop ass on him. You can't tell me this is a nation that cares about women and children. You can't convince me that. I don't give a damn how many times you said. You cannot tell me that. All I got to do is watch what happens. All I got to do is watch what's going on. I'm seeing women and children being unprotected, and men too. Hell, we in here too. Shit, we birth. You know, we plant the seeds for these children. So men got to be healthy too. Men have to be protected also. So not just women and children. Men have to also be protected. We have to protect each other. Everybody should be afforded the right of protection under the law. Everybody. And besides the law, just on a human level, a basic human level, everybody should feel protected. None of us should feel like we're out here all alone. That's a recipe for disaster. They're saying, well, why are they only focusing on him when there are others in high places named? Duh, you dumbass. He's the president of the United States. They're not focused entirely on him, but he is a focal point. He is the main focus. He's the president of the United States of America. So if he gets all of the praise, then he should get all of the damn criticism. Yeah, this is, family, this is super, super bad. Not only do you have the president of the United States being mentioned in files and in images inappropriately with little girls, whoo, man. You have other powerful people in his cabinet in major departments in the top law enforcement agency. You have members of Congress, governors, senators. I mean, they're silent, and they're providing him shield. They're protecting him. If these rotten motherfuckers would do that, how many others have they protected? How many times have they been protected? How many times have they been given a pass? But yet they go out here and they come up with this 2025 plan. They got a 2025 plan to punish everybody else. They're worried. They're so concerned about everybody else except white dudes, white people. They on everybody else's neck. Everybody else got to be punished. But if you look at those Epstein files, all white men. And I'm talking about some of the most powerful ones. The ones who write and shape legislation, who influence legislation. They're playing with babies. They're essaying babies. They're eating babies. And you wonder why 90% of RAPE kits in evidence rooms across America go untested. They are not serious because they themselves are involved. They themselves are participating in this culture. This is what they do. And this ain't just started. This has been going on for hundreds of years. All of them, man. Every single one of them. And they got the nerve to sit in these high places and judge others. They got the nerve to look down and point at others and judge other people. They're in positions to judge other people, these damn demons. Including the judges, a bunch of judges, they're demons. But they got the nerve to point at everybody else, point at the people who ain't got none of the power, none of the money, none of the influence, and say they're the problem. Oh, man. I got to go, fam. I got to shut this down because I'm beside myself at this point. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are in the world. No more talk.